Hey guys, it's Melissa
and Gabrielle,
and today we're doing something a little different. It's been a while since we've done a Teen Topics video, right?
It has.
It has been a hot minute. I don't know why. We just kind of got busy with other stuff, and the vlog and everything, and it just didn't happen. So we're back with that. This is an episode of that, so this is going to be more educational type video. So if you're not interested in that, don't watch it.
Click off.
Click off right now. But if you are, that's what we're here for, and we're really excited about today. We're going to be talking all about period products.
It's like a wide range of period products.
Yeah, like all about period products for teens. Basically giving you showing you what the options are, showing you how to use them, explaining a little bit about them so that you can make an educated decision and decide what you're most comfortable with to use for yourself. And I wish that I had a video like this or somebody to talk to me about this kind of stuff when I was your age, and I think it's kind of cool that we get to do this together. We're really excited to be able to share this with you. So give this video a big thumbs up if you like these teen topic videos, and leave any suggestions at all for future videos down in the comments below.
I love to read the suggestions that you guys leave.
Love it. And we've actually gotten so many fun ideas from you guys, so definitely do that. So we are really excited to let you guys know that Thinks Between is actually sponsoring today's video. And if you don't know what Thinks is, they are a brand that makes period underwear, which is phenomenal.
It's like new inventions.
Well, it's not that new. They've been around for a while, but the Thinks Between line is new. And that is a line targeted specifically for teens and tweens. So they sent us one of each of their new line for Gabrielle, and we are super excited to be able to share all the details with you. Basically, they have 3 different styles, so you get to pick exactly what you're comfortable with. The first one is a bikini style, which is probably my favorite.
Really,
these are really cute.
Red, and it's got a nude.
They're really so cute. Like, they're adorable. Like, these just look like what you would normally wear.
They're nice.
Yeah, super nice. They have another style, which is a brief style, which is kind of like a higher cut leg. They look slightly different. You want to hold up that one?
Yeah.
So you can kind of see the difference.
So they're a little bit different.
A little bit different, a little bit bigger on the top here, and then a higher cut leg. Yeah. Super cute pattern. And then the last one, which I think, this one, I don't know which one's my favorite. These are called the Shorty. So they're kind of like boy shorts.
I wear underwear like this on like a daily basis. Like I'm wearing boy short
like a little more full coverage.
Like I like boy short underwear a lot.
Super soft, super comfortable, and they have special technology. They're meant to absorb your period, which is totally crazy amazing. Like amazing. So especially with young girls and teens and tweens, typically when you start getting your cycles, they can be irregular, they can be heavy, they can be light, it can be all over the place.
Don't know
you just don't know. And so this is a really great thing to have. Like, just if you're anticipating it and you're worried, you're at school and you want to make sure that you don't have any surprises, these are a fantastic way to prevent that. You can also use them if you have a really heavy flow alongside another period product that we'll talk about in a little bit. Just more like a tampon or a menstrual cup or something like that. If your flow is really heavy, these are meant to hold 3 teaspoons of fluid each. You just wash them and then line dry them.
With that though, like, I don't like the feeling of like having like a pad or like a panty liner in my underwear, so it's nice.
This is nice.
Like, it feels like you're wearing regular underwear.
Yeah, they're like super cool, and they're just super cute. So if you guys want to learn more about things, definitely check out the link in the description box below. You guys can get $5 off your order with the coupon code WEISS5. Another great way to use Thinks Between underwear would be for overnight wear. It can be difficult wearing pads overnight. We're going to show you guys some different options for that, but even with the best, biggest, diaperiest pads you can find, there still could be leaks.
Yeah.
And they're going to be a little bit more uncomfortable. And you're not supposed to wear tampons for longer than 8 hours. So this could be a really good alternative for you if you're looking for something overnight that would be really comfortable. I just think it's such a really cool it's such a cool product. Love the designs, love the styles, and we hope that you guys do too. So moving right along, the next thing we're going to talk about is pads. And there are tons of different options. We have a couple here just so you guys can see kind of like different sizes, and we'll talk about a couple of the differences between them. Pads are something that I guess when I first started getting my cycle, they didn't have cool period underwear like they do now. So I started wearing pads when I was 12.
Most people start off with pads.
Yeah. Like typically most people.
I mean, unless you just want to jump right into the tampons, but
or something else. Yeah, exactly.
If you're really feeling confident, go ahead.
Right. But most people do typically start off with pads, and even if you are a tampon wearer, you still will probably alternate or use pads at the same time, if that makes sense. But basically, like, we'll show you guys a couple different options and explain how they work and how to use them, and then you guys can kind of decide for yourself if that's something that you want to do. So this is the overnight mother of all pads, and you'll see when I open it.
It's like a diaper.
It is.
It's a diaper.
It is. It's pretty diapery.
It's an adult diaper, you guys.
So is it sticking to the wrapper?
It's really long. Oh my god.
It is really long. So this is an overnight diaper, and kind of like what an overnight diaper. Well, okay, not gonna lie.
It is a
you
diaper.
might want to wear the underwear overnight. I'm not gonna lie, because these are very diaper-ish.
You left the.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's okay. I'm gonna peel that off. And excuse the baby noises. Gemma just woke up from her nap in the other room, so she might be talking. So these are really big. Basically, how they work is you take the sticky. Well, they have sticky tabs on them, which are wings.
It's got wings. Yeah.
This has a double set of like wings. So this is it. This back part is sticky, and that's what would go to your stick on your underwear, and then the front part is here. This is would go in the front of your underwear, and then these wings wrap around the sides to keep it in place.
Stays on.
So it stays on. It helps stay on. And then in the back, this opens up really wide so that you'll have less leaks and stuff overnight. So this is going to be like your jumbo
normal pads
option.
like aren't that long.
Well, I mean, this is a normal pad. Like if you have a really heavy flow or you're wearing it overnight, this is what you would want to wear. But typically this is going to be a bigger pad than like what you wear during the daytime on most days. So this is your next option. This one does not have wings. I want to show you guys one pad that did not have wings. They're an option. If you don't like them, you don't have to have them. You can get something like this that just sticks to the back of your underwear. This is the front, this is the back. And when you take it off your underwear, you just peel it off, wrap it up like this, and throw it in the garbage. So really easy. They are a little bit more, this kind is a little bit easier for day-to-day wear versus something like this. So keep that in mind, but this is still pretty big. There's going to be some other ones too that we talk about. So this is like kind of the heavier flow day or a medium flow day. And then there's also options, and I think this is actually like a teen line as well. This one's a little bit smaller. It does have wings as well.
And it's a little bit.
It's a funny, it's a cute pattern.
It's cute.
So this is another one. It does have wings. So again, you're just gonna peel that paper off. This is the front, this is the back, and then the wings are gonna come around. And this is probably more typical of something that you could wear every day if you choose to wear these. The only other thing that again, there's all different absorbencies. Like this is probably like a regular absorbency. They all come in different sizes and different absorbencies. So as you get to know your period, you will figure out what the best one
best for you.
Right, the best one for you, and go from there. The last option we're going to talk about is going to be a panty liner. Panty liners are great if you are expecting your period and you're like at school and you're like, I think it's going to come today, and you like don't want to have any leaks. The underwear are also great for that. So there's a bunch of different options you could go with for something like this, but typically a panty liner is
just
like
tiny little things that you can't even feel them.
Yeah, it's really small, sticky back, and this would be like on a day that maybe you're anticipating your cycle, or at the very end of your cycle, like if it's not completely finished and you don't just want to go with underwear and nothing. These are really good for that, and they move with you. It's like you can't even tell it's there. So this is kind of a good option. Liners can also be used for days that you have like a discharge situation going on. Women don't only need these during their period sometimes. So it just is up to you, up to your body. But they are a really great option if you're looking for something for that problem. So these all together, maybe I'll put in a picture of them all kind of lined up together so you can see the different sizes. I'll put that in here. So you guys will see that, and just you can kind of compare what they all look like, and then we will move on to tampons. Another thing I wanted to mention real quick before we move on to tampons is cleansing wipes. They have tons of different brands that sell these. They're typically in the aisle with the pads and tampons. When you're using pads, it can be a little bit messier. So the wipes are kind of nice to have in your purse, and you can use them when you're changing out your pad in the bathroom, especially if you're on the go, school, work, sports, stuff like that. They can be really, really helpful, especially for pad wearers. So kind of keep that in mind. And yeah, so let's move on to tampons. I do have 3 options to show you. And I guess we'll start with the most traditional option. You want to hold those, Gabby?
Yeah.
Okay. So a traditional tampon looks like this. They have different kinds of applicators. This one is plastic. There's also cardboard, but it's gonna look something like this, okay? There's gonna be a string hanging out the end, and there's gonna be the applicator, and then the tampon is actually in this part.
It's gonna push through.
Yeah, so let's pretend that this is your body. Basically what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna insert it up until that point, and then if you press the bottom like this,
it'll just pop up?
It pops up, right? And then that now is in your body, and then this part comes away. So you throw this out, and then this string is there for when it's time to remove it. And you would just tug on that string to pull it out.
I honestly, I prefer the applicators.
Yeah, these are...
For some people, maybe they
This is like a traditional, yeah, this is like the traditional applicator. We're gonna show you one that's a little bit different in a minute. But this one, I think, is the easiest to use.
They're definitely easier.
Definitely easier. The options I'm gonna show you next are like for a little more experienced people, or people are maybe a little bit more comfortable with their body. But this one is the one that is typically the easiest to use with the applicator that's a little bit long. It's like a little bit longer and not pressed into itself. Tampons are typically worn for a couple hours and then you change them. I think they can be worn, yeah, they can be worn up to 8 hours at a time, but typically most people have to change them more often than that. So just know that you don't want to keep it in longer than 8 hours. There are some health risks associated with tampons if you leave them in too long. And all the inserts and stuff in the boxes that you'll buy will tell you more about that. Or you can ask your doctor. So that would be, that they'd be able to give you good information about that as well. So just know that tampons, you want to make sure you're changing them often enough, and then use the kind that makes you feel the most comfortable. The great thing about tampons is that you can swim, you can play sports.
You definitely can't feel them.
You can't, if
you put it in right.
Yeah, if you put it in right, you can't feel it. And you can do anything that you would normally do, where if you're wearing a pad, you can't go swimming. You know, you might not be able to do certain sports without risking leaking, stuff like that. So a lot of people start using tampons for those reasons. Another thing that we had commented, people had commented on a previous video that I just want to mention it briefly. We had talked about tampons in a period kit video that we made for Gabrielle, and we had quite a few comments basically saying, you know, oh, teenagers shouldn't use tampons, you know, they're too young, all that kind of stuff. And I just want to let you guys know that that's not true. That's 100%
they make tampons
true.
for teens.
They make tampons for everybody. There is no reason why you shouldn't be able to use them. If you have any questions or concerns, please talk to your doctor, talk to an adult. If you are a parent and you're watching this and you have concerns about your teen using tampons, talk to a doctor about it. They will give you all the information. They're just as dangerous for them as they would be for anybody else. There's no reason why teens should not be able to wear them if they are comfortable doing so. Not everybody is comfortable doing so. There's people that never wear tampons in their whole life, and that's totally okay.
I don't want that to be like me or anything.
It's like personal preference, but like, I don't know about you guys, I like to go swimming. And I don't want to like not swim in the summer for a week out of the month because
that would be lame.
That would be, yeah, for me. But anyway, personal preference. Any questions, talk to a doctor. But I just thought that was worth mentioning. Some other options for tampons, kind of moving along the difficulty spectrum. There is a compact kind.
That one is actually made for teens, for like smaller.
This one is too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they both were. But and again, tampons come in different absorbencies, different sizes, just like pads. Once you get more familiar with your period, you'll figure out which size and absorbency works the best for you. You even might have a brand preference. I know I do.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
And has different opinions.
Yeah. So just try them out, and if you'll end up finding what works best for you. So These are a little bit more compact. So they look like this. It's a compact applicator. The reason why I'm saying these are a little bit more difficult is because in practice for me personally, I just find that they're a little bit harder to insert, but it kind of works the same. You're gonna pull the bottom part out just so you'll hear it click. And then it'll look like a full-size applicator.
Yes.
Same thing, you're gonna put it in and push it through. These are a little bit more tricky to push because of that compact applicator, which is why I'm saying like it's a little trickier in my experience. Same thing though, it's gonna be in, you're gonna pull it away and throw this part out, and it's the same. So that's another choice if you are carrying a small handbag or want to be a little bit more discreet. They do make the smaller applicators. And again, these are both plastic. There's also cardboard.
Yes.
And
There's all sorts.
that will take us into the next thing we're going to talk about. There's also applicator-less tampons.
Which I am iffy about.
Yeah.
Very.
I have used these before in a pinch.
Feel comfortable with that.
They can be a little bit more difficult to use because there's no applicator. You are the applicator, so meaning that you have to be really comfortable with your body. And same thing, you know, you put it in, you have to insert it. But the thing is that you really want it to be higher up, so you actually have to push. You want to wash your hands. Always wash your hands.
I can't do that.
Pads, tampons, anything. But you're gonna want to push it up far enough to not come out. So like that's the thing with these. If you're very comfortable with your body, you're very environmentally conscious. Some people I know, they don't like you know, the plastic applicators. They think it's wasteful. These could be a choice for you. I just thought it was worth mentioning. We don't typically use them.
Not my first choice.
Not my first choice because of ease of use, right? Like these are not as easy to use.
I'm not that comfortable with my body and the way that works.
But it is a choice. And as you have more cycles, you will become more comfortable with your body by the time you are 30.
Yeah.
You kind of know what's going on. But yeah, there is a kind of learning curve there. So you might not want to start out with these, but they're a choice in the future. We just want to let you know. The last product we're going to be talking about today, which I wanted to mention it because it's something that I've used before and I actually really liked. But again, it's one of those things that's personal preference. Some people might not like them. They are a little bit more difficult to use. It does require, like the applicator-less tampon, for you to be very comfortable with your body. So if you are not, it might not be the choice for you. But what I'm going to tell you about is a menstrual cup. Menstrual cups are really awesome because unlike tampons and pads, when they require, you have to change them all the time, you can go up to like 12 hours with this. You do not have to worry about the risks
I don't know if
of...
you can sleep in this.
You can. You absolutely can. You can sleep in it. You can go, so you could basically go and change it once, twice every 24 hours. It's amazing if you are comfortable with it. Basically what they do is that they go up into your body and they catch your period in this little cup piece right here. And again, it's like made out of silicone. There's no risk of toxic shock or any of those nasties that you can get from tampons. So if you're comfortable with it, it could be a really good option. There is a learning curve to this as well. I want to say, like, I tried it and it took me like 2 cycles to feel like I was doing it right. Basically how you insert it, there's 2 different ways that I'm aware of. If you guys know of a different way, let me know down in the comments. There are also different brands with different shapes. This is the one that I bought, so this is the only one that I had experience with. But basically this is how it works. You can fold it like a U.
Oh, that's cool.
Like this. Yeah, you have to fold, yeah. So it's basically like this, and very similar to the applicator-less tampon, you have to insert this yourself. So you would like put it up in, and then it opens like that, right? Yeah, so this is how it sits inside you. And then I think, if I remember correctly, you're supposed to turn it so that it like opens up all the way. But yeah, I think you're supposed to turn it.
I can't believe you're comfortable with that. I legit didn't know that worked like that.
It does. I actually really like it.
Wow. Okay. No.
So that's one way
Not
to
for
insert
me.
it. Another way to insert it would be to press one side all the way down so that it looks like this. This, you see the point now is smaller. Some people think that's easier. Same idea though. You're going to insert it and it will pop open once it's inside. Okay. When you remove it, up to 12 hours later, again, that's amazing. Basically, you have to feel for this little end piece and kind of pull it down. You have to squeeze the bottom of it though, because you want to break the suction, if that makes sense, before you pull it out completely. So you'll pinch the bottom and then pull it out. And you want to probably be close to a toilet. You want to do this in the bathroom because you're going to have to empty it out into the toilet. The one thing about this, and I guess it works with the type of product it is, but you do need to wash it. So you couldn't be, it would be very difficult to do in a public restroom because you can wear it longer than other products. Like most people don't typically have that problem. They'll put it in the morning, change it when they get home. But just throwing that out there, you guys, you know, if you did for some reason
I learned something
have
new
to change
today,
it.
everybody.
You learned something new.
I'm sorry. I wasn't ready to see that.
I don't think that we've talked about these before.
No.
Everything else, but I don't
I've
think
seen them on your counter. I figured they were something easy.
it is the
I'm
most,
never doing that in my life.
it's the most difficult one of the things we're talking
it
about
sounds like
today
an
to
interesting
insert.
technique, but I'm not doing that ever.
You don't have to. It's a
No.
choice. The thing about it though that is really awesome to note is just that, again, you can wear it for up to 12 hours. No risk of toxic shock or anything like that. They're reusable.
It's very environmental friendly.
So imagine like how much money it could save you, like if you really only use this all the time. Like you're not buying tampons or pads or whatever every month. That's amazing. You can use these in conjunction with the Thinks Between underwear, which is what they had mentioned in their little package when they sent us, that a lot of people do that if you have a heavier flow. That way, if you had any leaks, because these could leak just like any other product, that would protect you from that. But yeah, I thought it was worth mentioning.
There's a lot of different period products.
A ton. And
like,
we're not even talking about all of them today, guys, just so you know. There are some other things that we definitely have not talked about in here. If you guys have any questions or suggestions of stuff you want to see us talk about in the future, definitely let us know down in the comments below. We just kind of wanted to give you a quick overview of the things that we use, or I use even, like she's never used a menstrual cup.
This was a lesson for me too.
This, yeah, for this.
It's a learning experience for all of us.
We're all learning together. But if you guys have any questions or any other things that you want to see us talk about, definitely let us know down in the comments below. We'll try to respond to as many of the comments as possible as well. Just so you guys know, we do read them all. So we'd love to hear from you. And yeah, I mean, I think that's all we want to talk about, right?
I learned new things today, everybody.
She's like, her mind's blown about this. Watch in like 5 years, she's going to be like, that's my favorite thing now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be like 19.
She may want to stick with these based on that. But we want to say thanks again to Thinks Between for sponsoring this video. These are seriously amazing. So you guys remember to check out the link in the description box below for more information. Discount code WEISS5 will save you $5 off your purchase. These are so cool. Yep. Definitely try them.
They're awesome.
They're her favorite. Definitely take a peek at it and check it out. So if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave us a, what emoji?
Thumbs up emoji.
Thumbs up emoji? Thumbs up emoji in the comments below.
There's really no emojis that ever like demonstrate like a period like thing.
Probably not. So
Thumbs
leave
up.
us the thumbs up emoji down in the comments below if you watched to the very end of this video. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to leave us your suggestions for future Teen Topics videos. And
we love to do them.
We love to do them. Yeah. So I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.